Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Randomized franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4, year number 3. Last episode for our Thumpers franchise, we won our third consecutive title here to start the series, winning the first game 1-0 in a fantastic pitcher duel between the Radicals, and then winning a close-fought 5-4 game in Game 2 thanks to a crucial early error by center fielder Baller Jock that allowed us to not only open up the game early, but gave us the momentum to build upon and get that fifth run across later in the game on a go-ahead home run in the sixth inning. Our bullpen was just absolutely lights out, like it was throughout the entire postseason, and it was a big reason why we ended up walking away as champions this year, because outside of those two games against the Trackers, our offense was pretty abysmal. It took a massive error there against the Leatherwings to beat them. And then in the quarterfinals, we couldn't score a damn run to save our lives over there against the Bottlenoses, but we somehow managed to stifle their offense. And no team scored more than 4 runs against us in any one particular game. Doing these averages across the board, let's see, 3, 6, 7, 11, divide that by, 6 games? Yeah, we averaged less than 2 runs a game given up. So, yeah, I was pitching that carried the day here for us. Hey, Macho, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Yes, we are. The Champions does start playing. Hopefully not on my end, because that'll get me copyright struck. Hopefully your day's been going well. But that means today it is time to begin the off-season here in year number 3. Going down the roster, we need to see if we can keep this team together. And if we do manage to keep a majority of this team together, I don't think there's anything left to do with this franchise. I think it's going to be time to move on from the Thumpers and go to another team here in this universe that seems to be struggling here. I've identified 5 different possible candidates that we could go to if that were to be the case. However, if we do lose a majority of the guys here, we'll stick around. We'll see what we're doing. Good. Glad to hear. My day was good. Pretty pedestrian day at work. Nothing too crazy. Oh no, got off on time. Can't complain. And the Orioles won. We managed to hold on and beat the Reds despite Kimbrel almost doing his damnedest to blow another save. Good thing we went to Cano when we did. Otherwise, we probably would have lost that game today. And it was very reassuring to see Means come out and throw. What did he pitch? I think I know he threw at least 6 innings. I don't know. I went to bed after that, but I took my son up to bed, so I missed the last 3 innings live. But I know Means coming back, pitching as well as he did, magnificent. It's a good sign. Will it last longer than the Reapers off-season? Probably not. It all depends on how much money we have. Let's jump into it and see what we got. Okay. All right. Percentages are looking good. Couple guys not feeling it. Screw Kirk for one. Who else? Marlon Walls. Ramon Whitehead. Money's not lining up. Pruitt. Concentrado. Valenzuela's iffy. Okay. All right. Most of these percentages are good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Okay. Perfect. All right. So let's go down the list. We'll start with the easy decisions here and then move on from there. Looks like Sosa wants to keep what she's making. It's a good value pick for what she's worth. Easy signing. Not even got a question. It's Sky Sosa's automatic re-signing. Stu Chang is not worth $11.5 million. He was just signed for the postseason, so he is an automatic fire. Concentrado, we're going to look to upgrade this position in the bullpen, so she is gone. Let's see, who else? Let's just stick down here in the bullpen for right now. Valenzuela is worth 8.6. He was making 6.9. He wants 7.9. I'm going to come back to that one. Pruitt's worth 7.6, asking for 9. She's worth 9.7. Her odds of coming back are lower than Valenzuela's. Valenzuela does have that choker trait. They're the same age, too. And I think they're the same overall. Okay. Ooh, this is going to tuck. Yeah, I think Whitehead's loyalty is low because he was so inconsistent this season, I think I took 1 or 2 manager moments against him and it just brought his thing down. We did buy him a couple player developments to bring it back up, but it just wasn't enough to counteract the damage that had already been done. I think that's why his loyalty is so low. Ooh, okay, I don't know how to handle this. All right, for Valenzuela, 88%, I'm willing to roll this, so let's roll it and see what happens. Max loyalty. Come on, Declan. Yes, there we go. That is a big discount roll right there. I love it. Now, Pruitt, on the other hand, I'm less keen on doing this, especially when she proved to be an effective closer in the postseason. So I am going to go ahead and give her the money she's asking for. That'll make up for that by rolling Valenzuela successfully. We can pay Pruitt. Nice. That works out well. Okay, moving to pitching. Radical. Easy re-signing. I know we're overpaying him slightly, but the dude made up for his worth in spades. Like, the dude had a phenomenal year. He gets to stay. Asiago's worth 7.6, overpaying him slightly. He's a good piece in the way he's been developing. I think he's going to reach that price point, so we're going to keep him as well. Don McKenzie was just signed for the postseason. He's getting released. Let's see. Grecian Harris. Harris is the one I'm iffy about. He's worth 11.4, only asking 10.7. I'm going to keep him at 10.2. He didn't really earn it last year with that ERA up over 5 and how poorly he pitched. He had his lowest innings total throughout his entire career. You got to prove it to me next time, Harris. I'm not going to offer it. I'm rolling this. If you walk, I don't know what we're going to do. Thank you for staying. Booyah. Okay. She wants to get paid starter money, which is fair. Very true. All right, moving on to the offense. Okay, let's do this. Shane Cruz is asking for 9. He's making 8.5. It's 97%. I'm going to roll this. 97, I'm okay with trying, especially with max loyalty. Yes, thank you, Shane. That's a discount. Jolie's making what she should. Perfect. Easy re-sign. Namskull's worth 10.3. We're paying him 10.6. With how well Cashton Namskull played in the postseason, he is a much better fit for this lineup than King Tambor ever was. So guess what, Cashton? You've earned your spot on the roster. You get to stay. I know you were a playoff signing, but, dude, you earned it. You earned the spot, and you're making the right amount of money, too, so yay. Screw Kirk. He won, 5.5. He's worth 4.6. That's not going to work. We're going to roll this. If he walks, he walks. He actually took the money. Wow. Okay, Screw. You're a smart man. I'll give you credit for that one. Blacksmith, she played well in the regular season, had a horrible postseason, but that's all right. I'm willing to work with it. She's a quality starter. She's a well-rounded player. I'm going to keep her too. This is easy. And she's actually making less than what she's worth, so yay. Klippenstein, once $5 million, making 4.6. I'm going to try and keep where we are here, Eden. Come on, Clip. Work with me, Clip. Thank you. All right. Bobby Shelton, making 10.7, worth 10.9. Perfect. Easy re-sign. Marlon Walls never really used him. I think we can get something different. I know he wants to make the money he thinks he's due, but I never used you. Well, Marlon, and you're going to be 25 this year? Yeah, you're a little low, little too old now to be only a C. I'm going to have to let you go. Rogers, horrible regular season. Pretty good postseason. 238 in the regular season. She had a really bad rookie season, but in the playoffs she did pretty well. Was a good catalyst for us. I think she can work out those kinks. I think she's good. I think we'll keep her. All right, now the outfield. This is where it's getting a little crowded here. Okay. So Arnold is good. He's making what he's worth. So that's easy re-sign for our bench outfielder. That part's easy. It's these three buffoons that I now need to decide between. Because they're all really high-quality players. And the money is there right now to allow all of them to come back. Let's go through each of them one by one. We'll start with Bingo. All right, Bingo, you hit 385 this year. You stepped up really big. Didn't hit as many home runs as you did your rookie year. You didn't drive in a lot of runs either. But you got on base. You were a good table setter. How'd you do in the playoffs? And you did hit the game-winning home run in that second in the championship series. Okay, bingo. Okay. I'm seeing it. I like it. I'm liking what I'm seeing, bingo. I think you can stay. You can stay. I'm going to keep you at 11-3, though, okay? Is that fine? Can we roll this for 96? Yes, thank you. Good job, bingo. All right, Chris Flores really, really disappointed me in the postseason. He did nothing right in the postseason. Like, he hit 190. Like, my God. The only reason he was playing is because there wasn't anyone else who could consistently play center field. Chris is the power, coffee is the contact, Whitehead is something else. Very true, very true. 366. He had a really good regular season again with getting on base, but again, he dropped off horribly in the home run, and the RBI total remained the same, though. He didn't have as much power as he did his rookie year. Same thing with Bingo, but Bingo raised his batting average. Chris also raised his batting average, but he kept his RBI total the same. So he did the same amount of work with less home runs and got on base more. I think we can discount the postseason. I think it was a fluke. I think you're okay, Chris. 10-5, you want 10-7. It's 99%. Just roll this. You should take this. Not another Sosa. Not another Sosa. Thank you. I realized it as soon as I said it. All right, Ramon. You are the last one. You won 10-6, you're worth 10-1, and you're at 9-2. Regular season was pretty bad, comparatively, speaking to your MVP season, 305, but it was better than your rookie year, I'll give you that. Fun fact, I found that actually in his rookie season, he began with the whiffer trait, and he managed to also get base jogger at some point, but he got rid of whiffer before we got him. You're an enigma, Ramon. I don't know what to do with you. You had half amount as RBIs, half amount of home runs as you did in your sophomore year. Then again, it is very hard to repeat that. And then in the postseason, you only hit 273. It's not a good trend. We can discount the postseason performance. Can't be the same for Maya? Well, I think for Maya, we're discounting the regular season. I think we're discounting her regular season, whereas Flores, we're discounting his postseason. I still really like them. I think they have room. I think Maya's got the ceiling. Ramon's iffy. I don't know if I want to pay him this much money, because it'll be over what he's worth. 78% is not a favorable amount. You know what? Redhead is getting paid if he leaves. That is very true. He will get paid if he leaves. Tough. Well, this will cost me, what, 1.4? That'll put us at 22-2, I believe. And we have to sign 4 players with that amount of money. That's not a lot. I think we have to risk it here. And if we lose Whitehead, we lose Whitehead. Oh, no. I'm dreading doing this, but I think that might be the right call. Over $30 million for the outfit alone would be insane. That is very true. Yeah, I think we roll it and see what happens. It's a 3/4 chance he says yes. All right. I'm mentally prepared. Here we go. He took it. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. All right, but that means we gotta get that loyalty up. Means next season is when they're gonna have to make that decision. Okay. So we need a bench corner infielder, it looks like. Yeah, like corner infield, or at least a bench third baseman and shortstop. We need a starter and 2 relievers. Okay, so that's 4. All right, let's do it. Yeah, not much money. That's very true. Key free agents: Easton Osborne, Kaysen Chase, Kansas Figueroa, Imogen Lara, Rebecca Radical, Nellie Strickland. Okay. Only one retirement. Melvin Day retires from the Furry Flyers. That was probably their best pitcher, too. Shit. Alright, well, let's have a look at what's available and see what we can do. Alright, so we'll start with position players. We only need one, and it needs to be a third baseman. Preferably a bench third baseman, I might add. Alright, so there's Roydus Wallace, Gustavo Mess. I think we found what we were looking for. Wallace is too old to be a bench guy. Marlon Walls, not really feeling it. I like Gustavo. He's going to be cheap, too. I like him. I think he's the answer to our problems. Gustavo was on the Bionics, one of the worst teams in the league last year. Perfect. Now he can feel what a winner's like. What else we got? We also have Alessandro Richard, but he's way too high level. Way too high level to be a bench guy, so pass. I'm looking like B- range is probably the highest I'd go, and I don't like the looks of any of these guys, really. Maybe Stevenson is a stretch, but she's going to ask for $6 million. It's not really the backup kind of money I'm looking for. Alright, so it looks like we have our target there. I'm just getting rid of all these guys I have starred here, because most of them I'm not looking at to replace. Scroll through this list real quick, just make sure I didn't miss anybody. Mess we want. Alright, no, we're good. But if we did need to cut money from the team, we could cut either Cruz or McIntosh, since we have two high-level starting catchers. Go get an actual proper backup. Probably, I don't know who I would cut in that situation, because I love both of them to death. That would absolutely just kill me inside. Bob Shelton's, he's good. Maybe it would have to be one of Flores or Coffey we'd have to cut. Just because one of them would have, that would be the most money we could use. And if that was the case, I would probably cut Coffey over Flores, because Flores is more well-rounded and need a good center fielder out there. Bingo, I think, unfortunately, would be the victim in that case. And then I guess if we had to cut maybe a pitcher. Not really. There's not a lot of money I could cut from a pitcher, except maybe Harris, who was really disappointing last year, but he's really well-rounded. But those are just some thoughts we did need to free up money. Gene Liu is on the market, isn't he? He is? I didn't even see him. Where is he? Oh, he's an outfielder, isn't he? That's right. He's an outfielder. So he'd be on the right field side of things. There is Gene. B-. Utility player, you say? The hell, you say? Could we potentially... That might be a little bit too far of a drop-off to replace Coffey or someone like that, though. What do you want? 6'5"? Yeah, that might be a bit too much of a drop. We'll star him. I do want to see where he ends up signing, though. So that would be interesting, because we got to keep tabs on Arnold's brother for him, of course. Fair. Just surprised. Yeah, it was kind of surprising, considering the Bird Lizards kind of needed him, you know. He's a good bench guy to have. He can play everywhere for you. Look, I'm going to star these guys just in case we need to break the glass. Milan Bonilla. That's a nice backup to have. Ezekiel Best. Maybe. Dark Scottish, of course. Very well-rounded backup. Best, probably. Burton Warthers is still out here. I remember Burton back in year 2. I think that's it. Yeah, Despot's a little too high rated. Okay. Just starring them just in case. Michelle Plows, yes. Good old Michelle Plows. She was actually on the Leather Wings in the finals. Her and Scottish both. They were the catchers, I believe. Or no, it was Plows, and I forget who the other catcher was, but Scottish was on the Trackers, I believe, wasn't he? Yeah, he was on the Trackers. Okay. Yeah, Plows was definitely on the Leather Wings. I remember her. Bestest from the Bards. Okay, I remember him. Hey, our old buddy Marco Carp's out here. No. Alright, anyway, so that's just in case we need to break the glass on that position. We have them starred, and I'm going to star a couple right fielders as well, just in case we do need to break the glass and get money. Because I think, obviously, Bingo would be the most expendable option at this point. Compared to Flores, I mean. So maybe... So we're looking like maybe a little bit like around the $8 million mark. So maybe Camilla Gare, Chucky Daniel, probably preferably Chucky, he's younger. And Gene Lou, obviously. Jace Bale's too low rated, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's where we're going to draw the line. Alright, so now to pitching. So we need one starting pitcher to add to the roster. First things first, I'm going to scroll down here and get rid of guys that we had started previously so I don't get confused. And then I can actually take a proper look at what's available out there. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Alright, sign and release. Let's go to pitchers. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, so for a fourth starter, obviously I want Radical to be the 2. Asiago's going to stay as the 3. Depending on who we sign, I want Radical above Asiago. He definitely earned that, at least. Alright, Skylar Maynard. He looks pretty interesting. Low accuracy, only average junk. Good flamethrower, though. I like the pitch selection. Imogen Hines, crafty, okay. Composed and lead changeup, really developable. Nothing special, though. Weaver, probably too expensive. Chase Charles, also probably too expensive. Same with Sonny Boone. Jamison Lester, I like the traits on him. Dallas Kent, he would be an option. K Collector, always a fan favorite. The only knock on him is his accuracy. Oh, he only has 3 pitches. Never mind. Moving right along. Chen and Figueroa are too high rated. Nebula Butler finally got a 4th pitch, so she is usable. I would not mind signing her. Veronica Rosas would be a solid pitcher addition as well. I like her. Jared Sosa, too high rated. Rebecca Radical's a free agent from the Leather Wings. Okay. Okay. They lost her. And then maybe, if all else fails... No. 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 Oh, God, those traits suck. What else we got? I think that's it. Maybe we could bring Pruitt into the rotation, though. Maybe someone like Neville Roth being added to the bullpen would be a good addition. Ivor Suarez is solid. Orlando Jackman's a little too old. Wade Fowl. I would not mind bringing Stu Chain back. He pitched really well in the postseason. I am okay with him coming back because he'll be worth less money. Let's see. Moving the bullpen, Eric Dakota. He would be an interesting signing. Easy jumps would be an issue, but decent pitch mix. Yagid, probably developmental, maybe too low rated. Raymond Benson, does he deserve a second chance? Maybe, he's young. Burnswell, probably not. Instigate, hells nah. Zuniga, depending on how they pronounce it in this game, I'm not sure. Muhammad Fleshman would be an awesome signing. I'm not going to lie to you here. He'd be an awesome addition. Layla Bull, walk prone is iffy. Johnny Manthorpe, walk prone again. Brash Flounder, really had our number in the postseason. I was impressed by how well he pitched. So he also left the Leather Wings, interesting to note. Albert Hees, no, he got his ass pushed in. What else we got? And then there's closers, of course. Marvin Simpson, elite curve and consistent. And he's disciplined. $9 million, though. Oof, that takes it away. I would have considered it. I would have considered if he was worth less than that. All right, so we got our targets. Let's go. Yes, really game, indeed. Not a lot of retirements. There was only one that we know of. All right, so none of our guys that we targeted got signed here. There's round 2, round 3, round 4, and round 5. Okay, so nothing interesting to report. Like, no high-level people were signed there. It was just, like, backup caliber players. So, nothing to write home about in those first round there. I know we're planning on keeping Rodgers, but what shortstops are there? Ooh, good question. We didn't even look at shortstops. Let's see. Oh, wrong button. Let's see. Shortstop. Come on, scroll faster. There we go. Okay, so Smash Lafayette. Really good player. Don't have the money for him, but really good player. Castor, same thing. Really good player, just no money. Hex Cologne. Again, no money. Angeles is too old. Hey, Angeles, weren't you on the trackers? There, Rosemary. Angeles siblings. Tanner Field. Was she on the trackers? No, she was on the trackers. Okay, I was right. Tanner Field, again, really well-rounded player. We don't have the money. So Slew Nelson is about the money that Rodgers is making now. Elite fielder, really good arm, really good speed, not a great hitter. Guy Dealer, I know they're going to pronounce it as Guy, even though I like to pronounce it Guy. Again, almost elite level fielder and arm, can't hit. Zane Ballard, can hit, but is 36. Jolly Melton, contact hitter, 31. Withers Oldman, 31. Justin Brewer, 32. Malcolm Craig, 29. Yeah, so there are some good high-level shortstops that we don't have money for, is basically what we have. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so nothing, unfortunately, for us to even be tempted to replace her with. Perfect. Now, back to what we were doing, as we went on that little tangent there, which I don't mind. Where is the backup third baseman? Hefty Elliott with noodle arm, you say? Okay. Interesting to note. Maybe as possible signing for Screw Kirk. Maybe. Kirk, how much are you making? Where are you, Screw? You're making 3.8. Never mind. You're relatively cheap. Alright, moving down the list to our next target. There we are. Mess, you're at 4.2. You're worth 3.1. We can wait on you. Come on now. That ain't even a question. Alright, moving to pitching. Butler would be nice. 11.6. She's worth 8.8. We got time. No need to rush, kids. No need to rush. Rosas is worth 9.7. Again, we have time. Same thing with Hines. She'd be worth, what, 7.1? Okay. Maynard, he's worth 8.7. Again, we have time. Like, there's no one even near signing. Chang is at 1.1. He's the one we need to keep an eye on. Ivor Suarez, he's getting a little bit down. He's fine. Roth is fine. Benson is fine. Fleshman is about what he's worth. Do we consider going and getting Fleshman? I don't think we are going to, because just based on what we have on the team right now, money-wise in the bullpen, Pruitt's already making $9 million, and Sosa's making almost 8. Valenzuela's making almost 7. And looking at the starting rotation, we have 8, almost 9, and then 8 again. Yeah. Doesn't seem to be in the cards for us to get Fleshman, so I think we'll let him go. Surprisingly, does not get picked up after 6. Or 7, or 8, or 9, or 10. Villalobos to the Riddles. That's a big signing right there. Villalobos is no longer on the Champs, And Easton Osborne is picked up by the Toucans. Ooh, that's a big signing for the Toucans right there. Okay, all right. So hold up now. How much is he worth? This might be his steal. Where are you, Fleshman? 8.3. You're worth 8.9. Not as much of a steal as I had hoped. So that'll put us down to 16 million, with still 3 more moves to make as well. Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, probably not. I was expecting it to be more. I'm very surprised he actually didn't drop his price even more. But then again, I guess if he did, he probably wouldn't be here right now. Probably. Dang it. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot hoping for it, I guess. Where is Mr. Mess? He's at 3 million. He is worth 3.1. He is right where he needs to be. I think we can get him a little lower. I think we can press our luck a little bit. Just one more round, I think. Just one. Alrighty, pitching, Butler 9.4. She's almost there. Rosas, Maynard are almost there. Hines is almost there. They got to wait till round 14, I think. Roth, Chang is where he needs to be. I think we can wait another round. Yeah, let's go one more, see what happens. Alright, Chen, Lozano, Gomez, Heaves, Donovan, Romero, and Radical to the Beasts. Ooh, that's a big signing for the Beasts. They just stole Radical from the Leatherwings. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I am getting more intrigued by this as the time passes. Gustavo's at 2.8. I think we can sign Gustavo now. I think he's an excellent addition. He's making a little bit more money than Walls, but he's actually weaker than him, but he's younger, so that's why his price is a little bit more inflated. We get a better fielder, we get a better arm, we get a better power hitter. Just need to work, and the speed is basically equivalent, so it's not much different. It's just the contact we're really losing out on. I think this is a solid upgrade here, so I think this is a good move. Let's go ahead and get Mess in here. All right, so there's our offensive problem dealt with. Let's move to the bullpen side of things. Let's see what's going on over there in that neck of the woods. All right, so we got Maynard at 9.1. He's almost there. These guys are almost ready. Butler, same thing. Rosas, same thing. Where's Fleshman? He's almost $1 million under what he's asking. Maybe if he hits that, maybe we just take it and run. Flounder's there. Stu Chang is a little bit under as well. Let's go one more round. Figueroa, Ramsey, Weaver, Hokie is replaced by Tucker. Lafayette, Sosa, Hodge. Ooh, Hodge left the Leatherwings. He's going to the Swampers. Okay. Good shortstop pickup there for the Riddles. They got Lafayette. Strickland to the Bards. Roydus Wallace to the Swampers, replacing Cannon, getting younger there on the bench. Cruz to the Swampers. Castor to the Swampers. That's a good shortstop pickup right there. They also get Dupree. They take Fleshman. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Sonny Boone to the Leatherwings. Ooh, that's a good pickup right there. A lot of A minus level players. Okay, so now we start considering what's left. For a Mess, that was pretty clean. Solid pun. All right, so we're round 13. Now this is where it starts getting iffy. This is when we have to start making decisions, I think. Oh, right. Let's see. Yaget at 3 mil. No. 8.9. 6.9. 5.5. Roth. Hines. Where's Chang? Flounder, okay. Chang's good. Okay, I think we go one more. All right, so 13, where are we? Laura, Bates, Angeles, Duran, Sandwalker. There goes Roth. Fair enough. I figured the B pluses would go. Despot, Carp, Triffic, David. David has left the Nocturnals. He's going to the division rival Go Goats. Enriquez, Lester, Macias. Good signing there for the Bird Lizards. Cologne, Nicholas Van Wolf. Bakali's been cut. Interesting. Go on. Tanner Field. Baca Island is re-signed by the Toucans. Good job by them. Charles. And Parasi is released for Walton. Okay. Surprisingly, a lot of our guys made it through again. All right, at his price point. Okay, so this is when we can start signing people, because now they're at the money that they're asking for. Okay. So now we pick and choose. Which ones do we want and which ones do we keep? Six, 9, you say. Okay. 6, 8. Honestly, I say we bring back Stu Chang. He's pretty good. Pitched really well in the postseason. Like, he had a perfect ERA. Like, dude knows how to pitch. And he adds length to the bullpen, which I absolutely love. And that keeps our discipline traits up as well. So, I say he's a fantastic signing for us. So this will keep our discipline traits at max boost, which is what we want. So, this is a smart re-signing here for us. Plus, it saves us $4 million from what he was making in the postseason. So, I think this is a good deal. All right, Stu, come on back. All right, so that takes care of one spot in the bullpen. So, we still have one more. Brash Flounder pitched really well in the postseason, too. Like, he's pretty good. Hines is developmental. I like that in a starter. Very young. Very unproven, though. I think that's the one thing to work with here. I don't even know if she's a rookie. Let's see. She is not a rookie. She's been with the Beast the last 3 seasons. Okay. And she's gotten roughed up all 3 years. She has not pitched well at all in her career. That's probably a red flag. Interesting. Interesting. Eric Dakota. Easy jumps and elite changeup. Would replace Scholarly. Although easy jumps will be max boosted. Ooh, that probably want to avoid that then. If we sign Yagid, we keep Scholarly where it is. Granted, it's a mop-up pitcher, but I think we could use her. Benson would be crafty. That would put it back 1 shy of making tier 2. Does Benson deserve a second chance with how badly he pitched last season? Probably not. What have you done in your career, Nebula? Had your worst season last year with the Toucans, but pitched solidly the 2 years prior. Maybe she'd be the signing we want. But we only have $14 million. We got to make 2 moves. Yeah, I'm thinking Yagid's going to be a signing of I kind of need you because we're moneyless, basically. Unfortunately, that is the sad part here on this realization. And I would rather give her the chance to run with it over Benson. But with the lack of money, she's not going to develop probably easily. Maybe Benson's the way to go. And then sign Hines and get Crafty up to tier 3. Yeah. Or Crafty up to tier 2 and get Compose triple boosted. Yeah, I think that's the play. Okay. I know what moves we're going to make. Yeah, Rosas's crossed up really hinders her ability to be effective. And plus the money isn't working out for us to sign her either. Yeah, she's really solid, like, across the board. Just, if you could just get rid of crossed up, girl, you'd be magnificent for us. And it would take our crafty up to tier 2. All right, so yeah, I think we're doing, we're going to give Raymond Benson a second chance. He's going to come in here, replace Concentrato. Brings us down to 8-8. And then, yeah, it's going to be Imogen Hines. Hines is going to be the signing. And then it's Hines for McKenzie. Get a number 4. Yeah, hopefully she can revitalize her career a little bit. The only sad thing is we're not going to have any development funds moving forward. That's the only downside to these moves here. Now, we could, in theory, get rid of Harris and go for a discount ace in Nebula Butler, but I don't want to handicap our starting pitching terribly badly. So that's the only reason that's preventing me from making a move like that. Because I could go get Butler, and she would be a big discount over, what's his name, Harris. Or Rosas would also be a discount over him as well. Actually, no, she's making the same money. We could go for the rookie Skylar Maynard, the unproven talent, and put him in. Oh, we lost a discipline trait. What? When did we lose a discipline player? I don't remember losing a discipline player. Benson replaced her, which was Scholarly. And Hines is crafty. That's back to tier. Oh, man. Now we need to get composed back up. Alright. Now we got to figure this out. I need to find a discipline player. Discipline player that I like. Okay. Crap. Okay. I did math wrong somewhere. Backup. No. Noodle arm on a backup catcher is horrible. Fisher Hokey. Probably not. We do have Chucky Daniel. Is Coffee... I want to say Bingo Coffee is disciplined, isn't he? He's competitive. Hold up now. We would still get a discipline trait back. Hold up. And it would give us another $3 million back. Wasn't Baca disciplined? Ooh, Baca Lee, that's true. Baca Lee, Baca Island, yes. Baca Lee re-signed. Where is Baca? Let's see. Portillo, Roquefort, Simpson, Villa, Savage, Parasi, Suarez, Mesa, Salmon, McKenzie, Roman, Longstop. Where is he? Blake Dastardly. Blake Dastardly's not half bad, but I'm not getting rid of Lou. Brewer, Dealer, Hokey, Plows. Nope. These are all the discipline players. No Baca, unfortunately. Gene Lou is also disciplined. And now we bring more money with us as well. So you're saying there's a chance. Ah, it's alright, that's alright. Fair question, though. Yannick Bean. No. Alright, so I know Plows is where it stops up there. The bottom one, I think, is... Who is it? It's past Villa. Okay. Maybe Chucky Daniel's the answer to our questions. Yes, he does have good traits. He has Rally Starter and Clutch. And he would start over... Well, actually, no, he wouldn't even start in right field. It would be Jolie McIntosh would start in right field because our backup catcher can play the outfield. So she would be in right field most likely. And that would mean that Gene and Arnold are on the bench together. But Gene has good traits coming off the bench in clutch situations, and he would have rally starter. Granted, it'd only be minimum boosted. Chucky Daniel has contact versus lefty and off-speed hitter, which would be max boosted. Decision. And even still, if we sign Chucky Daniel, again, Jolie McIntosh is probably the starter in right field. Because I keep forgetting, McIntosh can play the outfield. Oh, I don't know. That is why Jolie's making the big bucks, because she can play 4 positions as a starter. Oh, this is tough. I don't know. Do I really... What's the drop-off if I sign him for Coffee? We obviously know it's $3 million, basically, added back to the bank, which isn't much, but it's better than nothing. We get off-speed hitter. We lose magic hands. We get contact versus lefty. We lose... Power's the same. Contact's a little bit of a dip. Less speed. Fielding's equivalent. Arm is about the same as well. Okay. So in the end, we're only losing some speed and a little bit of contact hitting. I would take Gene for the versatility for more value. Good points. We had... We are Gene. It's a pretty big drop-off, though. That scares me. So basically, we're losing complete offensive capabilities. Speed is the same. Fielding and arm are equivalent, too. Okay, so really, it's the same player defensively and athletically speaking. The only thing we're giving up is hitting. Ooh, this is tough. This is really tough. I don't know. I don't know. I need to think about this. I don't know what I'm going to do. Ooh, it would unite the Lou brothers. Jesus. I don't know. We're in a bit of a pickle. What are his numbers again? 385, raised his batting average. Power numbers and RBI numbers did drop, though, so he didn't really bring a whole lot to the table other than getting on base. How many walks did he draw? He drew more walks this year, which was impressive. OPS went up. Slugging did go down. On base percentage did go up. So average went up, OBP went up, OPS went up, but slugging went down. Where's one boy in Scootsy when you need him? God damn, they would help us out of this in a pickle. In a pinch, a mean pinch. I think we need to go move Coffee, because looking at the team age-wise, like, this is a mostly young team. And it is going to need some development funds. Probably more so. So, in that vein of the argument, although probably going to get Chucky Daniel is probably the smarter option, I think we need to look at it from a cap standpoint and go get Lou. I think we wait another round or two and then go get Lou. All right, Simpson, Foul, Dealer, Angeles, Kirby, Carr, Success, Arias. There goes rookie Skylar Maynard. Richard, rookie Milan Bonilla, Bean, Nolan, Roach, Coleman, McMaster, Robertson, Graham, Manthorpe. Hazard re-signed with the Bird Lizards. Okay. Sorry, Ariadne. Fowler, Rosario, Zhang, Legstrong, Villa, Longstop, Roquefort, Butt, Instigate, Nelson, and Ari Vaughn was cut for Abdiel O'Brien. Okay, getting younger there. Where are you, Gene? How are you looking money-wise? 6.5, right at your price point. I'm going to risk it and go one more round. One more. Just one more. All right, Pratt, Mitchell, Suarez, Fletcher, Knockmore, Grant, French, Juarez, Rosas, Dakota, and Werthers. Perfect. All right, so that's going to free up $5 million. That'll put us at 6.6. It's not ideal, but it gets Discipline back to Tier 3. We have Crafty back to Tier 2, which probably isn't that big of a deal. We could probably get rid of one of them and maybe go get a Spirited player. Maybe look to bump Spirited up to Tier 3. Cut a couple Scholarly players, too. I don't know. I think we're doing a little bit more shuffling here. But yeah, I think this is going to beef up the money here. So this is a good move here. This is cap-wise. Sorry, Bingo. I mean, you're a fantastic player, but the money's just not working out. I need some money back, brother. And we're going to get younger as well in right field. Jolie McIntosh, welcome to being your everyday right fielder. That's true. I don't know where Bingo's going to go. Oh, Bingo, where art thou? Wherefore art thou, Bingo? Now, the question is, do we replace Greshey and Harris, too, for, like, a cheaper option there at top of the rotation? Let's see. Harris, what are you? You are competitive. Okay, we are not getting rid of you. You have a really good rally stopper trait, and I'm trying to max boost that. I'm trying to manufacture that. So, Scholarly, that would be Rogers, who we were thinking about replacing. Mess, Shelton. McIntosh, no. I'm not getting rid of Cruz either. Maybe. I don't want to get rid of Shano, though. I like Shane. Pitching. We would need 3 Spirited players to show up somewhere. We're not getting rid of Pruitt. Could get rid of Benson. I'm all for getting rid of Benson. I don't really care for the man, personally. Hey, Sinead, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Hopefully your day's been going well, buddy. Let's see what's out there. Let's see what's available for the free agents. Let's see. All players. Go to chemistry here. We're looking for Spirited. All right, so there's Nixon Leverage in the outfield. Don't have the room. Knockmore. Dozen rolls. No. Harry Madden. No, too old. Mata. No. Layla Bull. Chloe Rodriguez, Jameer Mike Drop, Rory Harrison, Lennon Taylor, Alfaro, Butter Sampson, Burr Majors, Barnett, Birch, Porter, Scottish. That would be Cruz, probably. But then that would move her. Yeah, no, this doesn't work. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I know the Spirited trait number is a little high, but we'll just leave it at Tier 2. We're trying to do too much now, and it's not going to work out for us. All right, so that's what we're doing right now. I think we're good for right now. Let's just start simming real quick. All right, so there goes Walls, Vaughn, Scottish, Kent, Anderson, Jock, Best, Daniel, Herschel, McDaniel, Sicily, Gare, Kemp, Cantu, Butler, Agro, Savage, Lobster, Peterson, Juarez, Portillo, Flounder, South, Downs, Taverna is cut for Roman, and Howell. Really, we're just looking to see where Bingo Coffee goes at this point. He's kind of the only one left. Kane Tambor's going to the Gold Coats. Wanted to point that out. Former Thumper. Leverage, Hubbard, Jackman, Peacock. Salinas, Plows, Sampson, Mata, Dozen Rolls, Porter. McKenzie going to the Bionics. He's going back to the Bionics. Okay, Dom. Okay. Oh, he's gone white. He's looking to retire now. Concentrado goes to the Leather Wings. Melton, Ayers. Chloe Rodriguez to the Gold Coach. She leaves the Leather Wings. Davis Smacks and Rain Thomas. Welch, Meyer, and Mustard. No one in round 20, or 21, or 22, or 23. 24, Lynn to the Nocturnals for Cooker. 25, 26, Stevenson to the Toucans for Blackwell. All right, Coffee to the False Knights. That is a good move for the False Knights. They needed a right fielder badly. Baca Lee also to the False Knights. They also get Barnett and Carmelo Henderson cut for push-ups there on the Tramplers. Okay. All right, Solomon Savage released by the Chance for Isabella Yagid. Ballard for Kirk. 30, 31. All right, let's look at what's last here. All in, fair warned. Not a lot left here. No, well, the young people all suck. So I think we're good with what we have, guys. I think 6-6 is the budget that the Thumpers are going to go back into year 2 with. And I think we did a really good job, or year 4 with, I'm sorry. And I think we did a really good job of keeping the team together for the most part. Let's just go ahead and get through this last formality round here. And Bingo was his name. Oh, it's going to be a shame. I like singing that when he hit a home run. It was very rare for him to hit a home run, though, despite how high his power ratings were. All right, well, that's it. We did a really good job of keeping the team together for the most part. We made a few roster moves. I believe 1 extra move out of the 4 that we originally came into with. No one was picked up in the last round, so we did not miss anything. So let's go ahead and recap it for you guys. So we came into the offseason. Obviously, we got a lot of people to re-sign for what they were making. We only had to pay, I think the only person I did end up paying more money to stay on the team was Celeste Pruitt, and that's because we got Declan Valenzuela to stay where he was money-wise. If he had asked for more money and left, I still probably would have paid Pruitt, but we wouldn't have Valenzuela here. I guarantee you that. We wouldn't have had the money to afford him. But we did a really good job. Like, we kept the entire bullpen together for the most part. We brought Chang back. We got him cheaper. Sosa's still here. So's Valenzuela and Pruitt, so that's good. The core of the bullpen is there. We're giving Raymond Benson a second chance. He doesn't probably deserve it, but of the options that were left, we didn't go for a mop-up person that wouldn't develop. Instead, we went for a guy who's moderately developed already, and maybe he'll develop into something good moving forward. We shall see. Got the Looney Tunes on the bench. That's true. We're going to get to them. Starting rotation, we kept Harris. We kept Asiago and Radical. They all stayed. We brought in Imogen Hines, who played with the Beast the first 3 years of the franchise, tried to rejuvenate her career. She's good across the board. She now has max boosted disciplined. I say good. She's average across the board as a pitcher. But she also has elite changeup as well, which is medium boosted. So she's got good boost for her traits. Now let's see if she can perform with the proper support network. Moving to offense, everybody from last year wanted to come back. The only person that didn't come back was Marlon Walls, because we could go younger in the developmental third baseman option. Cruz came back. McIntosh came back. Namskal actually is making what he's worth, so he can come back. Screw Kirk, we got to stay what he was making. He wanted more money. We convinced him to stay where he was. Blacksmith came back, so did Klippenstein, Shelton. Rogers, we're going to see if she can actually come through in her second year. Whitehead, we managed to convince him to stay what he was making. He wanted more money, and he would have been the most likely one to leave. Chris Flores, we got to come back for what he was making. We also originally had Bingo Coffee, Arnold Liu obviously re-signed for what he was worth, but after the roster moves we do make, which we'll run down here in a second, we had to cut somebody to make money back, and with Coffey gone now, Jolie McIntosh becomes the everyday right fielder. So yeah, the roster moves we did make, we brought in a new rookie backup third baseman, Gustavo Mess. He is, I'm going to make sure he's actually a rookie. He's not. He's actually from the Bionics. He's a second-year player, but he's 5 years younger than Marlon Walls was, making about the same amount of money. And he's actually got, the pinch-perfect trait max boosted like Klippenstein does, so yay. And he has big hack, too, so maybe we can actually use him as a pinch hitter. That'd be awesome. Then we also, of course, we brought in Arnold's older brother, Gene. Gene is now the second right field option, and he's a utility player. Plus, he has the rally starter and clutch traits, so off the bench in a clutch situation, he could be the guy you go to. And he gives us the extra position flexibility to move around the diamond as need be. Only thing would have made him better was if he had utility as well. For the pitching, obviously we brought in Hines, and then the other move we made is we brought Chang back, basically. That was the only other roster move that we did end up making. And Raymond Benson's back as well. We gave him a second chance. Concentrado is gone. McKenzie's gone. And then, obviously, Coffey's now gone. We brought in Arnold's older brother, Gene. And that's really it. This team is basically what it was last year. It's a really good team on paper with a pretty good power hitting offense, good contact hitting, really good speed, defense. Pitching is good across the board. Like, this is a complete team, and I don't think there is going to be anywhere else that we are going to be able to take this team to new heights. Each year, we started off in year one with a bunch of guys. I had no say in who we got, and we took that team of 22 misfits. We somehow managed to win the division, have the best record in our conference, ran the table, and ended up winning the title. Then we ran it back in year two, ripping down the team and getting rid of the pieces we didn't want, bringing in guys that we wanted to develop, and we ran back the table and was even more dominant than we were in year one. And then year three, we did it again for the third straight time. We did the same thing, and we have accomplished the goal of creating a dynasty from a bunch of randomized guys. We had no clue who the hell they were. Does this end the story for the Thumpers? No. Does it end the story of the Thumpers with us in control? Yes. Next time out for the Randomized franchise rebuild, we will be in control of a new team. I don't know who's going to be on that team. We're picking up from this spot right now. We are going to export this data into a new franchise, and we are going to start over with a new team that has yet to make the postseason in these 3 seasons. I've gone back and looked through all the summaries of the previous 3 years, and there are 5 teams that failed to make the playoffs. And I went through each one individually and calculated their winning percentage because I'm a huge nerd, and I found a team that had a 38% winning percentage. They had a horrible first year, managed somehow to get above 500 barely in year 2, to then have another horrible third year that wasn't quite as bad as their first year, but it was on the same level as one of the worst teams in the league again. And that team will be the team that we're taking over, and I'm not going to spoil it for you here. Tune in next time to see which team that is going to be. And we're also going to run through that team and see what players they have picked up in this most recent offseason, because I was not paying attention to who they actually picked up. So this is going to be a fun experience. I can't wait to see what randomized team we get thrown at this time. But that is going to do it for this episode, guys. The Thumpers saga is done with us in control. Now we turn the keys over to the AI, and we watch them play out while we're under the guise of another team. Who is it going to be? Tune in next time to find out. If you made it this deep, guys, thanks so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch is down in the description below if you guys want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted. And also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. Quick shout-outs here. Shenable and Matcha for tuning in. Thank you guys for coming around and talking to me throughout the stream. Appreciate it as always. And also wanted to give a quick shout out here for a couple players on the roster. Obviously, running down this list, there are only 3 original members of this roster from day one of this franchise. Shane Cruz, the captain, Bash Blonde, originally number 3, now the main man, the myth, the legend, the captain of the offense. Sky Sosa, one of our relievers that started out rough and evolved into one of the most dominant pitchers I think we've ever had out of any bullpen in any of our playthroughs on this team. And then the third, Declan Valenzuela, the former original ace reliever out of the bullpen, who was surpassed by Sosa in year 2 and now is just her understudy as of right now in year 3. And along the way, we picked up everybody else, obviously. We scrolled through this real quick. Screw Kirk we picked up in year 3. He's back up. He hasn't really played much. Mess we just got. Blacksmith we picked up last year. Became a fantastic second baseman to replace the aging Aviana Moreno. Shout out to Bash Blonde number 2. Arnold we picked up last year for his rookie season. Klippenstein we picked up through in year 2 right before the playoffs as the bench infielder. Had the greatest moment, I think, of this series where she hit the grand slam to win the series against the False Knights, I believe, and send us to the finals in year 2. That was amazing. Obviously, Cashton Nomskal we signed before the playoffs in year 3. He's a fantastic replacement and always will be better than Kane Tambor, in my opinion. Sawyer Radical, we picked him up from the Trackers in year 2 in free agency, and we turned him into a formidable pitcher who actually pitches like the actual ace of our staff when he's only the number 2. Jolie McIntosh we picked up last year, had a solid rookie campaign. Raymond Benson had a rough rookie campaign last year, but we're bringing him back for a second chance possibly. Unfortunately, we won't see how that plays out firsthand. Stu Chang was a fantastic addition to year 3's playoff run. He's now back in year 4 for his first regular season with the roster. Gresham Harris evolved into the ace of the franchise after we stole him from the runners-up in year 1, the champs. Mike Asiago had a solid rookie campaign last year. He's coming back for his second effort. Bobby Shelton, one of the best leadoff men I think I've ever had in any of my series. Always gets on base and is always good at hitting the first pitch. Love to see Bobby. Hines, we just got her. Ramon Whitehead, stole him from the Riddles, turned him into a freaking MVP in year 2, and then obviously he regressed a little bit in year 3, but had a Kirk Gibson moment in the regular season finale where he hit a home run injured. Gene Liu, we just picked up. Valenzuela, obviously, he's been here since the beginning. Pruitt, we picked up in year 2. Really one of the anchors of the bullpen to give us some length and ended up being our de facto closer in the year 3 postseason run. Chris Flores, understudy to Shane Cruz, is the possible taking over as the captain one day. Maya Rogers, rough rookie campaign in year 3, but she's back for year 2. We'll see what this team can do in year 4, but it was wonderful having managed these guys for as long as we have. Final stats through 3 seasons, 65-29 winning percentage. That's a 69% winning percentage, 65-29 record, 3 playoff appearances, 3 championships. That's going to do it for the Thumpers, guys, at least for us in control. We beat the drum one more time, send them off into the sunset. We'll see you next time in the Randomized franchise rebuild with a new team. Catch y'all then, everybody. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.